we live? Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, okay. Do I want like just some little bit of music in the background, just a wee bit, you know? Okay. So we're doing this quest right here. It's the new one. It's not a Grandmaster quest, but it's a Master quest. It's part of the Desert storyline. I'm assuming what the Majora is. So I have all the requirements but this mini quest that I never bothered to do. Like, I really don't give a shit about the mini quest unless they're actual requirements for like a main quest or something I need to do. So we're doing this mini quest first, but I'm looking at a guide and it's only like 14 minutes from Slayer music, so let's get this going.
Hi, and welcome to my guide how to complete the General's Shadow mini quest. The quest requirement is Fight Arena and also partially completed Desert Treasure for the Ring of Visibility. Also, you will need to have completed the Curse of the Empty Lord mini quest for the Ghostly Rope set. Skill requirement is just to be able to kill a combat 160 without able to use any prayers. Items needed are a Ghost Peak Amulet, your full Ghostly Rope set, a Ring of Visibility and 45 coins. For the suggested items are something like 2 stamina potions and then some food, armor, weapon and potions to defeat Bouncer of combat 160 after banking, but he's actually quite easy to kill if you are combat 100 or higher. For the teleports, those are a bunch. 1 teleport to Camelot or Sears Village, 2 teleportation methods to Relica or the Slayer Cave. I will be using the Fairy Rings. 1 teleport to Chandipass. I will be using a Ring of Dueling. 1 teleport to the Falador Farm Patch. I will be using the Explorer's Ring. 1 teleport to Taibo One-Eye Village. I will be using a Fairy Ring once again. 1 teleport to the Gnome Stronghold entrance.
Oh my god.
I will be using a Slayer Ring. And then 1 teleportation method to a bank and the Fishing Guild. Or you could just use the bank in the Fishing Guild. I will be using a Skill Necklace. Alright, let's go to the entrance of the Slayer Cave.
Wait.
Turn our
What are we?
Fairy Rings 60 after banking, but he's actually quite easy to kill if you are combat 100 or higher. For the teleports, those are a bunch. 1 teleport to Camelot or Sears Village. 2 teleportation methods to Relica or the Slayer Cave. I will be using the Fairy Rings.
1 law ring.
1 teleport to Chandipass. I will be using a Ring of Dueling. 1 teleport to the Falador Farm Patch. I will be using the Explorer's Ring.
Actually, I don't need
1
to use
teleport to Taibo One-Eye Village. I will be using a Fairy Ring once again. 1 teleport to the Gnome Stronghold entrance. I will be using
Type of One-Eye Village. Wait, is that or am I mixing it up with Shiloh Village? Type of One is like up here, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Fairy Ring that shit. So I think I have everything he has in his inventory. That, like, all my teleports are like in the house, to be honest. Besides like the Slayer Ring teleport. I don't know why I wrote a lot of rings, just in case, I guess.
using a Slayer Ring. And then 1 teleportation method to a bank and the Fishing Guild. Or you could just use the bank in the Fishing Guild. I will be using a Skill Necklace. Alright, let's go to the entrance of the Slayer Cave, turn our camera west and let's walk or run west. Now we will need to start looking for a ghost. Now this ghost is not marked on the minimap as a yellow dot. He's not even seen on the minimap. And he has a random range from the entrance of Relica to the Golden Apple Tree to the Swaying Tree. So somewhere near this dirt path going to the Slayer Cave. Somewhere north or south of this dirt path we should be able to find him. So don't look at the minimap and you just need to look at your screen.
Do I need to wear the ring?
What would make this a lot easier, just go and play on Resizable and then you have a wider view.
Yeah.
Oh, also, to be able to see him walking, you will need to wear your ring of visibility,
No
and to
shit.
be able to communicate with him, you
There
will
he
need
is.
to wear your Ghost Speak
Downed him.
amulet.
Downed him.
Be sure to
Speed
wear
run.
this, and let's
Oh, yeah.
try to find General Hazard.
Downed him. Beat you. I don't know what he... Wait for this guy to find him, I guess.
Oh, found him. That was quick. He was just north of the shortcut to see Claire's mansion. Let's talk to him. Select the first option. Well, you don't have any eyes, how can you tell? Select the first option again. I am a very trustworthy person.
I don't know about that.
And next we will need to go to Sincere. So let's use our first teleport and let's go to Sear's village. Once we are in Sear's village, we will need to go to the spinning wheel.
Slow
Spinning
down
wheel
there,
is just the
cowboy.
building south of the Elemental Workshop quest, where you can get your slash book. Let's climb up the ladder and let's open a door west. Just open the other door west and here we'll find Sincere. Let's talk to her.
Hold on. Let me get there first. This person. Okay. What a fucking
Select
abomination.
the first option, bribe. And then select the first option, here is the money. And she will give you Sincere's note. And now we will need to return to the Ghost of the General. Either run all the way north back to Raleka, or use any other alternative method. I will be using the fairy rings.
While you're doing that, I'll just be there already. You should be close by.
I'm going to use AJR, teleport, and this will teleport me to the Slayer Cave. Now I just need to run west and let's try to find the general again.
He stands out. There he is.
Alright, here he is. Let's talk to him. You will give him Sincere's note.
Okay.
And I will need to go to 4 Ghost Scouts.
God damn it.
Let's first go to Chantipas, why not? Ring of Dueling to Duel Arena. Or use any other method. Now once again we will need to wear our full ghostly robe set so the Ghost Scouts can recognize us as the messenger. We will need to have the Ring of Visibility to be able to see them and the Ghost Speak Amulet to be able to communicate with them. After we have reached Chantipas, let's pay 5 GP for a pass, enter the desert, and just south of the desert, just a couple of tiles south, we should be able to find our first scout. So, by pass, go south, and somewhere near south of Arena, at these rocks, we should be able to see the ghost. Alright, here he is. Let's talk to him, skip through the conversation until it is over, and then we need to go to the next scout, and he's located just north of the Felidor farm patch. So let's use our Explorer's Ring or any other method.
Oh yeah.
Go north, and between the Felidor wall and the Draenor Manor wall, there we should find the second ghost. So let's try to look for that one.
There he is.
Whoa, just missed him. Goddamn. Alright, let's talk to scout number 2.
Good.
After we have skipped through this dialogue, we'll need to go to number 3. Let's go to Taibo Wanai village next. So I will be also using a fairy ring teleport. You could also use a teleport scroll or any other methods. Let's configure if you're going to use the fairy rings, and we need to use CKR. Teleport. And let's now just go northeast of the Holy Lake. Northeast of the fairy ring. We'll need to go to that mine. Between the village, the red fence of the village, and just south of the Hardwood Grove, between the mine and the Hardwood Grove, somewhere here, we will need to find that ghost. He should be at this little path between the village and the mine.
I think I found him.
So let's first go to the mine.
Okay.
And let's try to look for him.
Okay.
Oh, that was lucky. Damn, they're so hard to see. Alright, skip through this dialogue. And let's go to number 4, which is just south of the entrance.
Hold on there, cowboy. I didn't find him yet. He's somewhere, what do you say, like, between this mine and this area. Where is the ghost fucker? Am I blind? I mean, I am blind, legally. So wait, what did you say? Between there and there?
If you're going to use the fairy rings, and we need to use CKR. Teleport. And let's now just go northeast of the Holy Lake. Northeast of the fairy ring. We'll need to go to that mine. Between the village, the red fence of the village, and just south of the Hardwood Grove, between the mine and the Hardwood Grove, somewhere here, we will need to find that ghost. He should be at this little path between the village and the mine.
Is that him? Nope.
So let's first go to the mine. And let's try to look for him.
Oh god damn. Where is he?
Oh, that was lucky.
Where'd you find him? Somewhere in the...
Damn, they're so hard to see.
Oh shit. Okay, so I just need to find this motherfucker. Is that him? There it is.
Alright, skip through this dialogue. And let's go to number 4, which is just south of the entrance of the Gnome Stronghold. So let's make our way to the entrance of the Gnome Stronghold.
Need another Slayer ring.
Using my Slayer ring. And I'm going south. Now this Ghost Scout also has a quite large wandering range. His range is from south of the entrance to the wall of West Ardoin, all the way west to the Hobgoblin.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Somewhere near there we should be able to find him. So first I am going south to the northern wall of West Ardoin, and if I still haven't found him, then I'm just going to slowly walk west until I see that ghost. Oh, is that him? Oh, found him.
Fuck you, man.
Okay, for me, he was located, well, just south of the entrance. Let's skip through this dialogue, and he is the last scout.
Okay.
After we have talked to him, at the end of this conversation, he should say something about Parlov. If he has said that, we are able to go to Kazard. So let's go back to Relica.
Oh
Once
god.
again, I'm going to use the fairy ring. Configure. AJR. And let's try to find the General Kazard for the third and the last time. After we've talked to him, he will give us his severed leg, and then we will need to bank at the fishing guild or anywhere else to prepare for the boss fight, and that will conclude this mini quest.
Okay.
Once you've found General Kazard, let's talk to him. Give us your leg. Alright, let's now teleport to a bank. Doesn't matter which one, you could also use the fishing guild bank. And let's now prepare to fight the Comet 160. But he isn't actually that difficult. I'm going to deposit my ring, my Slayer ring, still need my skill necklace. I'm also going to bring one teleportation method away from the Goblin dungeon, just next to the fishing guild. I'm going to continue cutting some redwood, so I'm going to have my skill necklace as my teleportation method away. As for some weapons, let's just grab the usual Slayer gear. Okay, this regular Slayer gear. Just an amulet. You shouldn't need your ghostly rope set anymore, as well as your ring of visibility and the ghost peak amulet. We just need to go to the Goblin dungeon just next to the fishing guild. There will be an ambush. We will need to kill the Comet 160, and then that will be the end of our mini quest.
Okay.
Now, one last thing is that the max hit of Bouncer should be around 18 to 20. So bring some appropriate food. Also, you're not able to use any prayers in that dungeon, so no need to bring prayer potions. And let's go to the fishing guild.
This motherfucker brought a cannon and everything, what?
Alright, let's go to the dungeon sign just east of the fishing guild. Let's enter the entrance. Let's go north. As I told you before, you don't need your ghostly ropes anymore. I just have them in my inventory because I want to show you the ghosts after we have completed this mini quest. Alright, let's go to the alcove just north, just like in the one small favor quest. Turn your camera south and here you'll find a crack in the wall. Enter the crack, click to continue, yes. This is an instance, so be sure to not die, that would be bad.
Jesus, man, you tell me that
all your
now?
items, and here you'll find Bowser.
What? I'm not bringing all my
will
best
be
shit
aggressive
then.
and attack you. Well, just kill him. Only 120 hit points.
Or should I?
And then
Nah,
you've
risk it for
completed
the
your
biscuit.
mini quest.
Fucking full
Now,
send
what
it.
I want to test out is, will I be able to do this on my 10 hit points account?
Oh, okay, that's why he brought it.
Apparently, if you walk along south next to the western wall and just run to the southwestern corner, he will not be able to attack you. If you are a very low combat, you can also just flinch him, wait for the health bar to go away, attack and do this over again. Now, I need to have a cannon, and I will not be able to complete it on my 10 hit points account. Can't set up a cannon.
Where's the fish?
Alright. Defeated Bowser. You will see a short animation.
Where are we
Kill
going?
him.
Where are we
Inventory.
going? Where are we going?
Also, you're not able to use any prayers in that dungeon,
Right here.
so no need to bring prayer potions. And let's go to the fishing guild. Alright, let's go to the dungeon sign just east of the fishing guild. Let's enter the entrance.
North?
Let's go north.
Oh.
As I told you before, you don't need your ghostly ropes anymore. I just have them in my inventory because I want to show you the ghosts after we have completed this mini quest. Alright, let's go to the alcove just north, just like in the one small favor quest. Turn your camera south and here you'll find a crack in the wall. Enter the crack, click to continue, yes. This is an instance, so be sure to not die, that would be bad. You will lose all your
Especially
items
if you're on an
and you will
Iron
find
Man.
Bowser.
Alright, let's kill this
Bowser
motherfucker.
will be aggressive and attack you. Well, just kill him. Only 120 hit points. And then you have completed your mini quest. Now, what I want to test out is, will I be able to do this on my 10 hit points account? Apparently, if you walk along south next to the...
Okay. Shadow sword. But that's it? We done? General Shadow. like nothing for that. 2,000 Slayer experience. Okay. Was there a point to this? Like, does it do anything? I'm assuming you used the sword for the quest. Why it wanted me to do the quests. All right. Now the actual quest that I wanted to do.
Hi, and welcome to my guide. Today we're gonna be completing the quest Secrets of the North. The quest requirements are Devious Minds, Hazil Cult, Making Friends with Mayan, as well as the mini quest General's Shadow. Skill requirements are 56 Hunter, 64 Thieving and 69 Agility. Two items that are needed are 100 GP as well as a lockpick. For the suggested items are 2 to 3 stamina potions, an antidote, and then some food, armor, weapon and potions to kill 2 demi-bosses and 1 big boss at the end of the quest. At the start of the quest, you will already need to fight the first. The first demi-boss will have a max hit of 34 as well as disabling sometimes your prayers. It doesn't really matter what you're using, ranged, magic or melee. Just use the best thing you have. I'm simply gonna be using melee to kill it. For the second demi-boss fight and the main boss of the quest, I'll be telling you what to bring and what to use when the time comes. For the teleports, one teleport to the fight arena bar just north of Yanil. I'm gonna be using a watchtower teleport in my POH, but you could also simply use your Ardoin cloak teleport. Then also 3 teleports to the Ardoin Monastery. I'll be using the Ardoin Cloak. Then 2 teleports to any bank to prepare for the second demi-boss fight as well as the final boss fight. I'll be using a Ring of Dueling to teleport to Castles to bank and prepare. And then also 2 teleports to Vice. The fastest way to get there would be to simply use a Icy Basalt teleport. But if you don't have that, you could also hop to World 31 and use someone else's POH and use the Portal Nexus to teleport to Vice. And if you don't want to do that, you could also use Larry's boat north of Releka. Alright, where to start this quest is the same quest start as the Hazil Cult quest, just south of the East Ardoin Castle, here at Sinclair's mansion. Talk to the god and select option 1. Keep pressing space. Afterwards, we will need to make our way upstairs. There you will find another god.
Hold this bone here, dude.
Hi, and welcome to my guide. Today we're gonna be completing the quest Secrets of the North. The quest requirements are Devious Minds, Hazil Cult, Making Friends with Mayan, as well as the mini quest General's Shadow. Skill requirements are 56 Hunter, 64 Thieving and 69 Agility. Two items that are needed are 100 GP as well as a lockpick. For the suggested items are 2 to 3 stamina potions, an antidote, and then some food, armor, weapon and potions to kill 2 demi-bosses and 1 big boss at the end of the quest. At the start of the quest, you will already need to fight the first. The first demi-boss will have a max hit of 34 as well as disabling sometimes your prayers. It doesn't really matter what you're using, ranged, magic or melee, just use the best thing you have. I'm simply gonna be using melee to kill it. For the second demi-boss fight and the main boss of the quest, I'll be telling you what to bring and what to use when the time comes. For the teleports, one teleport to the fight arena bar just north of Yanil. I'm gonna be using a watchtower teleport in my POH, but you could also simply use your Ardoin cloak teleport. Then also 3 teleports to the Ardoin Monastery. I'll be using the Ardoin Cloak. Then 2 teleports to any bank to prepare for the second demi-boss fight as well as the final boss fight. I'll be using a Ring of Dueling to teleport to Castles to bank and prepare. And then also 2 teleports to Vice. The fastest way to get there would be to simply use a Icy Basalt teleport. But if you don't have that, you could also hop to World 31 and use someone else's POH and use the Portal Nexus to teleport to Vice. And if you don't want to do that, you could also use Larry's boat north of Releka. Alright, where to start this quest is the same quest start as the Haziel Cult quest, just south of the East Aldoin Castle, here at Sinclair's Mansion. Talk to the god and select option 1. Keep pressing space. Afterwards we will need to make our way upstairs. There you will find another god. Nope, it's the same god. Let's go upstairs. Talk to the god once again. Keep pressing space, and in the next room you will find a dead body, as well as east of him you will find a broken window. You'll be needing to inspect both of them. Keep pressing space, then inspect the broken window, space, then northwest of the body. Inspect the wall, just like in the Haziel Cult quest. Press 1, go upstairs and search the chest southwest. Next up, go back downstairs, open the wall and talk to God. Select option 1, 1, 2, 1.
Wait, what?
Once we have these 4,
1, 1, 2, 1.
Once we have these 4 options, let's make our way to the Fight Arena bar. I will be using a Watchtower teleport, or simply use the Ardoin cloak, teleport to the monastery and run south. But I'm gonna be using the portal nexus and going to Watchtower. Should be a little bit faster. If you're also using the Watchtower teleport, exit and run north. The first building you see is the Fight Arena bar. Enter it and go to the barman behind or in front of the counter. Should be behind the counter.
How do I...
Talk to him and select option 3.
Hold the fucking phone, dude. I need to get there first. Where the fuck is the teleport option? No. Nightmare Zone. There we go. Why not? Alright, get a coffee. To a bar. Is that north or south? North, right? No. Yeah, north. Up there.
The first building you see is the Fight Arena bar. Enter it and go to the barman behind or in front of the counter. Should be behind the counter. Talk to him and select option 3. You will exchange 100 GP for some information. Afterwards, exit through the door once again after the conversation is over, and the barrels should have an inspect option. Click on it to inspect,
What barrel?
and then follow the footprints. Keep going north, and the next thing we will need to inspect is a boulder just north of the 2 dead trees. Inspect the boulder, and then make your way to the Fight Arena quest start. Just north of the broken cart, they'll find a bush. Inspect it. Afterwards, go east, follow the footprints, and at the end, they'll find a tree stump. Search it. Follow the footprints southeast. There should find at the end of the trail some rocks or a boulder. Search it. And then keep following east, and just north of the haystack, that is the final bush that we will need to search. Afterwards, slightly tread northeast. At the end of the trail, there you should find a NPC. Once you go near it, the boss fight will start. So first let's go over what the boss fight will do. First off, let's set up our quick prayers to whatever you're using. I'm gonna be using melee, so I'm gonna be using piety as well as protect from melee. To defeat the NPC, just simply use protect from melee, and every time the NPC says something, it will disable your prayers. Simply re-enable them,
Wait, what?
attack again, and do this until ELDEN has been defeated. Once you think you are ready, drink your super combat potion or something, and approach ELDEN. Use protect from melee, and defeat it. Alright, once ELDEN has been defeated, talk to him, or it, or whatever. Keep pressing space, and afterwards we will need to make our way to the Haziel cult hideout. So get ready to teleport to the Ardoin monastery. And go a little bit northwest to the dungeon sign. Enter the cave entrance.
Let me refill my prayer while
Don't
we're
forget
here.
your stamina. Go downstairs, board the raft.
Hold on. This one? Okay.
Next, run south and talk to Alamone. After the long conversation is over, you will need to make your way back to the guard at the quest start near the mansion. So get ready to teleport to the Ardoin monastery once again
Who am I talking
to
to?
make your way back there.
Wait, who am I talking to? Alamane? Wait, what? Hold the phone.
Next, run south and talk to Alamone. After the long conversation is over,
Alamone? Where the fuck is this guy? Alamone. Do I need my ring of invisibility to see this fuck? I'm lost. I'm lost already. Where's Alamone? Did they change this quest the second day already or something?
you will need to make your way back to the guard at the quest start near the mansion. So get ready to teleport to the Ardoin monastery.
Wait, does... 100 GP lockpick. Am I just like blind as fuck? Where's this person that he's talking about? Alamone. The fuck? What? Oh, I remember. It's probably a different NPC because you can choose. When you originally do the Haziel cult quest, you choose a side, and I think I chose the side where this guy doesn't appear, so I think I just talked to the Haziel guy. Yeah, I killed Talamona.
Free once again to make your way back there. Don't select any option, just simply teleport to the Ardoi Monastery and let's return to the god.
Wait, what? Oh, the first guy, yeah.
Alright, here back at the quest start, let's talk to the guard and afterwards we will need to enter the building to go to the dining room. In the southeastern corner they'll find a trap door. Climb down the ladder and talk to the cook or the chef.
What ladder?
Keep
Where?
pressing
Oh.
space and in the southwestern corner you'll find some searchable cooking shelves. Search them and press 1 to press the button. Afterwards, go northeast to the northern wall and next to the notice board you'll find a wall. Inspect it and press 1 to enter the hidden room and they'll find a chest.
Go back.
To the northern wall and next to the notice board you'll find a wall. Inspect it and press 1 to enter the hidden room and they'll find a chest. Use your lockpick on it. And they'll find this puzzle similar to the Jail of the King Ransom quest. To solve this, you'll simply need to click on confirm and see which of the pins is currently green. So for me, currently pin F is green. I'm just gonna be ignoring pin F. Then I'm just gonna be clicking one square above number 1 to make everything 2 except for the pin that is currently green. Click on confirm and just keep doing this until all of them are green. Once you've solved the puzzle, you will see a dusty scroll. Inspect it, close it, and then click to continue. Afterwards, make your way back to the Haziel cult by teleporting to the Ardoi Monastery and boarding the raft again. Once we've returned to the Haziel cult base, let's talk to any of the 3 NPCs here until the conversation is over. After this conversation, let's teleport to any bank to prepare for the second demi-boss fight. The first demi-boss wasn't really a demi-boss, it was more like a quarter boss. The second one is a little bit more difficult. So, let's go to the bank. So what I advise you to do is, first off, deposit the lockpick, then also deposit your
Hold on. After this, I'm gonna use the washroom. what are we doing? Getting rid of this?
Any of the 3 NPCs here until the conversation is over. After this conversation, let's teleport to any bank to prepare for the second demi-boss fight. The first demi-boss wasn't really a demi-boss, it was more like a quarter boss. The second one is a little bit more difficult. So, let's go to the bank.
Magic gear.
So what I advise you to do is, first off, deposit the lockpick. Then also
Wait, what?
deposit
Oh,
your
yeah.
magic and your ranged gear that is not needed for this fight.
Wait, what?
You could use ranged if your range is a lot
Oh.
stronger than your melee, but I suggest to use
Just stay
melee.
Okay, melee.
And definitely, most importantly, is to bring your antidotes or your anti-poison potions, then 1 or 2 staminas, and then 1 or 2 rare potions should be enough. And for the rest, bring a full inventory of good food to tank either the ranged or the melee. It depends on what prayer you're gonna be using. Also, because I forgot to do that last time, I'm also gonna be bringing along a super combat potion. Right, once you think you are ready to do the second boss fight, let's teleport to Vice. You could use someone else's portal nexus or simply go to Releka and take Larry's boat. Once you've arrived at Vice, climb over the little boulder next to the farm patch, the herb patch, go a little bit east to the red line on your minimap and then cross the broken fence. And go a little bit northwest to find Big Fish. If you went by Larry's boat, then you have arrived here at this transportation sign. Simply use the agility shortcut to make your way up here and then go through this.
I remember
fence
doing this
and
quest
then just
blind when it came
run
out.
around.
Actually,
to
kind of a fun quest.
Big Fish and Dead Wolf. Talk to either of these 2 trolls and keep pressing space. Next
Wait,
up, go a
who did
little
you
bit
say talk to?
southwest by Larry's boat, then you have arrived here at this transportation sign.
Oh,
Simply use the agility shortcut to make your way up here and then go through this fence and then just run around to Big Fish and Dead Wolf. Talk to either of these 2 trolls and keep pressing space. Next up, go a little bit southwest and talk to Snowflake and Mayam. Select option 2. After speaking to them, let's go back to Big Fish or Dead Wolf, talk to them and select option 1 3 times. Alright, that's it. After this conversation is over and Haziel and Kazet have departed, let's join them by descending the stairs southwest. Next, go south. You'll no longer find a wall, but now a cave. Let's enter the cave to trigger a cutscene. Next up, let's go over the mechanics that we're gonna be doing. The boss fight will use melee and ranged.
Huh?
If you're using protect from missiles, it will use melee. If you're using protect from melee, it will be using ranged. So definitely use protect from missiles or protect from melee depending on your defensive styles. I'm currently using Void, so for me it doesn't really matter what I will be praying against it. Second, you'll only be able to deal damage to the assassin once it is standing in a cloud. Be sure that you do not stand on the cloud, but only the assassin is standing on the cloud. And the third thing that you will need to pay attention to is the animation of the assassin itself. If it throws you a vial, just like the first demi-boss fight of the Sins of the Father quest, if it throws you a vial, move away.
says. Come on.
Alright, that was a close call. Once the assassin has teleported away, continue the conversation with General Kazet, and then inspect the pillar, the southwestern... Well, we're gonna be going back into this room to search this southwestern pillar in just a moment. First off, let's go south and open the gate, and then run west to the end of this alleyway, and they'll find Azil. Talk to him. Keep pressing space, and afterwards we will need to go back. Don't press anything, just go east. And we're still not able to search this pillar, so let's go south. And south of the center room, you'll find a searchable barrel. Search it to find a lever handle. Next up, go north. North of the center room, open the gate. They'll find a lock. The code is left, up, left, down.
Left, up, left, up, left,
Next,
down.
use the lever handle on the lever mechanism, just north. Yes.
What lever? Oh.
Space. Yes. Space. Next, let's exit this room and go to the center room. Open the gate. You'll find a 5-letter combination word. What we'll need to type in is blood.
What? What? How the fuck do you do that? Oh.
Once it says blood, click on confirm to unlock the gate. Next up, open the northern chest. You'll find another code. What we need to type in is 7402. Confirm to open this chest to get an icy chest. Next up, just 2 tiles west of you, search that crate to find a tinderbox. Next up, we will need to find the 4 braziers, which are currently in each of the 4 corners, in a specific order.
Oh, wait.
First off, it is northwest.
Fuck. Okay, I got that.
Next, it is southeast. Then it is northeast. And finally, southwest. After you've lit that brazier, click to continue, and then open the chest just 1 tile north of you to find the first jewel shard. Next up, exit this room and let's return to General Kazet in the northern room where we just fought the assassin. Now we are able to search this pillar, search it for the second. First off, let's make sure that we have 2 empty inventory spaces. Inspect the pillar and we'll find another jewel shard.
Okay.
Use 1 shard on another to get a jewel. Use a jewel on the chest to get a key. Usually you need to get a key to open the chest, but whatever. Next, let's go back south and keep going south. There's just 1 more gate that we'll need to open, just south of the center room. Open that door. And here you'll find a mine as well as a crevice at the western wall. Once we've entered this crevice, we will need to fight the final boss. But I'm not ready because I'm using melee currently, so first off I'm gonna quickly go to the bank to prepare. Maybe Ferox Enclave so I can also restore my stats. Good, let's go to the bank and let's deposit our melee equipment.
Okay.
Also, you don't need the strange cipher, nor you don't need the settlements note. Also, the pickaxe can also be dropped.
What pickaxe?
You also don't need a bank teleport anymore, so you may deposit that.
No, I'm
And
keeping
you also
it
don't
just in
need your
case.
Ardoin cloak anymore. We just need 1 more vice teleport to teleport back to the boss room. And the final thing that we also don't need anymore is the antidote, as well as your melee setup. I'm just gonna be depositing this.
Well, we going
And
range?
instead, I'm gonna be bringing ranged as well as magic. Alright, so my setup at the moment is simply, once again, some void. The first phase is a melee phase, which is weak to magic, so I'm gonna be equipping my magical setup, which is just full void with a trident. Also, I'm gonna be going on Asians to be able to freeze the monster. I'm just gonna be using Ice Blitz. And I have put the runes in the rune pouch to cast Ice Barrage or Ice Blitz, depending on your magic level. Then for the second phase, it is the range phase, and therefore I'm gonna be using Void Range with a rune crossbow and some regular diamond bolts. If you miss any of the many special attacks, it will be able to corrupt you, which means that you will get a lot of your prayer points drained. Be sure to bring like 2 prayer potions, that should be enough, and maybe 1 full stamina potion should be fine. You don't need 2, I think. And besides from that, maybe a ranging potion, a magic potion, and that should be enough. For the rest, maybe a full inventory of food. Range switch, magic switch. Let's go to Vice to kill the final boss and complete this quest.
Okay.
Enter the dungeon and make our way all the way back to the crevice to start our final boss fight.
Actually, that's gonna reduce my shit, ain't it? And I don't got restores. I shouldn't use the brew. I'm assuming this is where the boss is at. What the fuck is this pathing? Bro. Good luck, thank you. What is this pathing?
Avoid the tiles. Be sure to use Protect from Magic once you see the Jet phase standing up. Gray is Protect from melee. Blue is Protect from ranged. And Shadow, just stand on the eastern wall and avoid the Shadow Balls. And at the final 10%, avoid the Shockwave and use
Oh my
Smite.
god, this is a lot of shit to remember. I'm
And
gonna watch him do the fight
10%
first,
once again.
so I get like a good idea of what I'm doing.
Will start using melee, so start using magic, as well as protect from melee and maybe augury.
Okay, let's see
Enter
what
the
this guy
crevice
does.
to start a short cutscene to start
That was a lot to
your
take in.
boss fight.
From melee, and was he freezing? Freezing, okay. Do I got freeze? Yeah. And tridenting, okay, so he's kiting. Moves out of that shit. Protecting range here. Everything's going dark. Maybe I do want a crossbow, I don't know. Maybe blowpipe isn't the play here. We'll see. So we just want to keep our distance from him, it looks like. It's easy? Alright, fuck it, let's full send it. If I die, my shit's like right at the entrance, right? Oh, oh, oh. Fucking outplayed, idiot. Change. Oh. It's a Papegabus, okay. Oh, whoa. Move out of that. Oh. Okay, back to mage. Whoop. Protect from melee. Oh shit. Oh boy. He's fast as fuck. Dr. Mage, right? No? Sounds like James Bond music. Like 007 shit. Or GoldenEye. Yeah, that shit's easy. Smite. Oh boy. Okay, still range. Alright, he's smited now, so I can protect from range, right? Oh, when he does the purple thing, okay. Turn off smite, okay. I'm getting cornered. Sit down and die. Eat shit. Shit. Is he weak to... Oh. Is that it? That it? What? Thank you. Ah, flashbang. Sent him to the Shadow Realm. Is this some Yu-Gi-Oh shit? Why is my thing purple? I'm assuming I talked to the guard, right? Alright. 2 quest points, Skarok dungeon access, 60k agility, fucking hell. 50k thieving, 40k hunter. Did I get a level? That's a lot of agility. Makes me really just want to finish this off so I can get the elite, Ardoin Diaries, the elite one. The only thing I need is literally 85 so I can boost to 90 to do 1 lap, and then that's the only thing I need left. Something I can do while I'm watching Netflix. So, we have a new boss. Apparently there's like an upgrade to the ancient staff. An attachment you put on there, and then there's like a bow that's like not as strong as like the crystal bow, the bow of fairness, whatever the fuck it's called. But it's like, it has like 80 accuracy, which is like more accuracy than, or 90 range accuracy, which is more than the twisted bow, but it doesn't have like that twisted bow effect, right? But it can hit AoE targets if I get 5 of these shards. And it, apparently, from the videos I've seen, this is probably going to get nerfed, but the loot looks like it's better than Vorkath and Solra, so let's try this boss. So I'm assuming it's harder than the quest version, right? Got like a new boss to grind. Huh. So I should probably get something better than Void. I should probably have like huge like Zulrah swaps basically. Okay. Mage gear. Oh, we actually get to use the ancestral hat for something kind of pog. Does it poison? No, it doesn't. Doot doot. Doot doot. 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 The blowpipe didn't seem that bad there, to be honest, but I mean, it's not much range, right? I'll have to try Dragon Crossbow for a bit, just to like see the kills between blowpipe and dragon, like ammo with the Dragon Crossbow. We actually use the Arma helmet somewhere as well, wow. Yeah, it's like an 8-way swap. 9-way with the book. Do I even take the book? Do I need that much more action? Let's put the book away. 1 range potion. A couple of these bad boys. I don't know if I do need stamina throughout this entire thing. Gonna guesstimate my loadout here. If there's anything else that I should be bringing, feel free to let me know. I love it when people backseat on new content. I think we're set, right? I'm assuming the boss goes something very similar to like what it was there. Bring a crossbow in the smite phase, so you pray range, then smite back perfectly. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, I think. Alright, so let's head over there. Let's get a KC or two. Why is this guy in all range? I mean, I guess twisted bow, right? You could probably just do this with a twisted bow alone. Wait, that's where it is, right? Okay. Oh, never mind. Tripping. Can I just walk down this way? Yeah. I don't know what the point of that gate was then. Okay. Looks good, homie. Wait, what? Ow. Jesus. This guy does not take any damage, holy shit. Is this normal? What the fuck? It's a range phase? Okay. Jesus. I protect magic from that, right? Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm a good gamer. Shit. Oh. 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 Misclick. Oh. Oh my god. Get off me. Mage phase, right? Now he's changed back, right? Wait, what? Yeah? Oh. Okay. Oop. 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 Ow. No funky major attacks? What's going on here? Good, mage. Oh my god, my clips are horrible. Kill it. Ooh, freeze it. Oh god. I should have brought Bruce, huh? Smited. Oh shit. Oh god. What? Oh god. What's happening? Oh. Oh my god, okay. So it starts in range. Good to know. So maybe I should get some brews and some restores in this bitch. Because I'm taking a lot. Then again, there's probably a lot of avoidable damage I could be avoiding. Okay. Did I really even need a stamina? I don't think I do. Just in case, I'll keep it. Okay, well, or should I have blowpipe for normal range and then this for the smite? I'm unsure. Oh yeah, Iron Mammal had a fucking guide. I want to see what this guy says. Mr. Mammal.
Hello everyone. Today, the Secrets of the North was released, and along with it, the Phantom Muspa boss. I've been killing it all day, and I've got a really good grasp on the mechanics of the boss, so I'd like to make a Day 1 guide. Now when I say a Day 1 guide, I mean, in the future, some metas may change. But I'd like to think that the information I give you in this guide will still be rock solid in describing the mechanics and how to easily kill the boss. As always with Mr. Mammal guides, these are absolutely not efficient, fastest, best guides. I simply want to give you all the information that you need to know about the boss and how to kill it comfortably. If you're here for efficiency, sadly, you're in the wrong place. That being said, I'm going to be using a pretty low-level gear setup. The worst thing that you can do is have somebody look up a guide for a boss they're struggling with, and then the guy's using absolute max gear, and they're like, well, I can't replicate that, so I'm going to be using a very basic, kind of, 70 to level 75 gear setup. So this is the gear setup that I'm going to be using to start with. I've got a very basic magic setup consisting of full Arums and a toxic trident.
Okay.
Now, I wouldn't really recommend farming this boss with anything less than this. You could do like a kill if you needed to, but anything less than this, and I think the kills are just going to be too slow to bother with it. So you're mostly going to be using a magic and range hybrid setup, as the boss has a melee phase and a range phase. So, as far as magic goes, just wear the best magic armor you can. A trident and above is highly recommended. Now, in your inventory, I've got a range switch consisting of black d'hide, a rune crossbow, very basic stuff. I've also got a rune pouch. Now, my rune pouch is full of blood runes, death runes, and water runes, because you are going to be using freezing ancient spells. Now, I've also got some mithril sapphire bolts E. I'll get into this more later, but you are going to need these, so bear with me. Bring some Sapphire Bolts E. And as far as your main ammunition goes, you'll be using Adamant Diamondies. Other than that, I would bring a stamina, a range pot, a few prayer pots, and some hard food. So before I show you a whole kill, let's slow some clips down and identify what the different attacks of the Muspa are. First of all, when he is in his melee phase, this is what the melee phase looks like. It is a kind of a grayish tan. When he melees you, he'll slam the floor. Now, this does a lot of damage, even through prey melee. So when he's meleeing you, what you're going to do is you're going to freeze him, and you're going to forecast him. For the sake of this setup, I'm going to use Ice Blitz. I'm going to assume you don't even have Ice Barrage. So when he's meleeing, all you want to do is freeze him, keep your distance, and hit him with your trident. His other attack style is a bit more tricky. Now, this one is kind of a bluish green. You could call it Mage Phase, Range Phase, whatever you like. His main attack is range. If he's just shooting little orbs at you, that is range. However, sometimes he's going to use magic, and I'll show you what it looks like. He's going to do a really, really big animation. He's going to summon kind of a purple ball and throw it at you. The nice thing about the magic attack is you have a long time to react to it, so camp Prey range during this phase, and when you see him raise up the purple ball, turn on Prey Mage as quickly as you can, and once it hits you, go back to Prey range. The next mechanic you'll see throughout the fight is he will summon a spike beneath you. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this happens pretty quick, so you're gonna want to pay attention. You'll see kind of looks like a snow pile with a hole in the middle. It'll spawn underneath your feet. You then want to move as quickly as you can, otherwise you'll get hit for usually like a mid-teen by the spike. So those are his main attacks you're going to see throughout the whole fight. If he's meleeing you, keep distance. If he's ranging you, pray range and flick to mage when you see a big purple ball as needed. And if you see a spike start to form beneath you, make sure you move as quick as you can. Now let's talk about some of the more special mechanics of the boss fight. The first one you're going to see is pretty simple. You'll see a purple text line in your chat box saying, "The Phantom Muspa floods the room with darkness." Spikes will then start to converge on you. All you have to do is run away from these. They move one tile per tick, so you can outrun them really, really easily. Just be aware that when they're following you, you don't want to stand still for too long. The next mechanic, and this will also give you a purple text saying, "The Phantom Muspa floods the room with darkness." He's gonna go sicko mode and teleport all across the room, and there's gonna be little balls of clouds flying through the room. It's really easy to panic and run around and get slapped around during this phase, but I've got a secret trick for you. There is a safe spot tile. Now, I need you to be aware, when you're watching this, for all I know, this might get nerfed. But for now, there is a tile you can stand on and be totally safe. I'm going to put the tile in the description, and I'll explain how to do it as well in a little bit, how to import that tile to RuneLite. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to import that tile marker.
Oh my
from
god,
the
I
safe
gotta
spot
do
really
importing?
quick. So first of all, go over to your RuneLite settings and make sure you have ground markers turned on. From there, go down into the description of the video and copy the region ID text that I have there. It's
I'll eyeball it.
But just copy that to your your clipboard. From there, you're gonna go up to the world map. You're gonna right-click it, and you're gonna click on import. It's gonna say, "Are you sure you want to import one ground markers?" Click on yes, and now the safe spot tile will be highlighted. But anyway, as long as you're standing on this tile, you're totally safe. Now, you can attack the boss while it's teleporting around. If you're using a trident and a rune crossbow, though, you can't reach him everywhere, so you know, be careful doing this. If you're not too comfortable, you might just want to stand there and wait. But if you want to get some hits off, obviously it's ideal if you can. Now, the last mechanic I need to explain is probably the most complicated, and that is the soul split phase. Now, this is where your sapphire bolts come in. During the soul split phase, your goal is actually to drain his prayer. Now, before today, I didn't know what Sapphire Bolts did. You probably didn't either.
I don't know what they do.
If the Sapphire Bolt special attack procs, it drains prayer.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is, once he decides it's time to start the phase, and it's usually around 100 HP, he's going to teleport to the middle of the room. From there, you need to hide behind a spike. Now, you can't just pick any old spike. It's got to be one that's going to block the line of sight between you and him. So make sure it's very clearly in between the two.
Very much a World of Warcraft or any
After that, you're going to pray range and you're going to step out. Now, what I do, take it slow. Okay, step out with pray range, let the boss hit you, and then once he's attacked you, then you're going to turn on smite, and you're going to attack him.
Some PK mechanics,
and then you're going to go back to pray range. And you're just going to go back and forth. Every time you attack, you're going to flick on smite and go back to pray range. Now, remember how we talked about the magic attack animation before? He's going to do that sometimes in this phase as well. If he does, make sure you turn on pray mage as soon as you can, and then straight back to pray range, because he follows it up pretty quickly. And then it's right back to flicking smite. Now, ideally, your sapphire bolts will proc, and when they do, they deal about half of the health bar each time. Now, I'll show a little bit later how this can be done with like an armadillo crossbow, and it's usually a lot faster. With a rune crossbow, you're really at the mercy of RNG. Sometimes you just have to smite flick them all the way down, but hopefully your sapphire bolts go off. Now, as this phase is ending, as soon as this phase is over, he will always spawn a spike underneath you. So as the phase is dying, make sure you move, because he spawns one right away every time. From there, you're home free to finish it. Make sure you camp pray range and flick to mage as needed. And that's it. You killed the Phantom Muspa.
Oh, he's
Now,
like
some of you
Jad
watching
phase?
this guide, maybe you do have really good gear. So I'm going to show you another kill that I've done with
get out
the
of
actual gear setup that I'm using. That is the Shadow of Tumakin
Any other
and
tips?
the Bofa. As far as I know...
Alright, so from what I've gathered here, I've got to make some sapphire bolts and do some stupid ass skilling crap. Fuck. Alright, well, I'm not gonna do that on stream. I'll get that shit set up like off stream and then I'll come back on like later in like an hour or something like that. And I'll get my first kill on stream rather than do it off stream. Then yeah. But right now, did not feel like making that shit on stream. That's I wouldn't want to watch it. But anyways, thank you for the help. RuneScape Legends, you're a fucking real one in chat. And I'll be back in like an hour or something like that. Need to prep up and shit. I didn't know I need sapphire bolts, or do I? I mean, I'll get them for the sake of this. Yeah. Catch you guys on the flip.